I'm Ralph Michaels for WagerTalk.com. We're talking NFL action, and this video is brought to you by $2 Tuesday. Folks, Marco D'Angelo had a NFL 5% Insider Game of the Month up yesterday for $2. If you got it, congratulations. If you did it, it's still available all week long for $30. That's the type of savings you can get each and every week. $2 Tuesday, the hottest handicapper, the biggest play, $2. It's a value you don't want to miss out. Oakland travels to Buffalo. Frank, beginning of the year, CG Technologies opened these lines. Our good friend Matt Holt. Oakland was a 1.5-point favorite. Obviously, they came off an incredible season. The public was all over them. We've seen a 4-point line swing from that summer line. What's your take on this game?
You want to go? Oh, well.
That's my best bet. You go first.
Well, since that opening line, Buffalo's playing a lot better than expected, okay? And Oakland sometimes has been pretty choppy, on and off, but I think at this point right now for Oakland to be getting 2.5, if you probably wait till game time, you could get a 3 on this game. Carr's playing a lot better. He's completing 65%, throwing 2 touchdowns a game. I think, believe it or not, Lynch being out, I don't think it's a big factor for them. And I think Carr and Oakland are back to playing well, and they're a better team than Buffalo, I believe. So with that being said, I'll take the 3 points and Oakland in this game.
You know, we saw Oakland go through a 3-game losing streak. You know, E.J. Manuel started 2 of those games, threw for 274 yards, and Carr came back after 2 Manuel losses. He threw for 274 in the loss against the Chargers, but they gained 505 yards last week against Kansas City. Is that the buy sign that these Oakland Raiders that we were all that kept cashing week after week last year are back to where they should be?
Well, they actually lost 4 games in a row, not 3, and the offense couldn't do anything. In that 4-game stretch, they scored 10, 10, 17, and 16 points, which is not Oakland Raider football. When you talk about the Raiders, it's offense, and then you worry if they can score enough points to compensate for a bad defense. But Carr was injured. Manuel didn't do it, and I thought they rushed Carr back a little bit too soon in the San Diego game. And then especially with them having another game up on a Thursday night, they were going to have to play 2 games in a quick period of time. They took a chance, but the season was slipping away. Them winning that game the way they did last week, I think that type of win can catapult a team into a winning streak because 4 plays. I mean, have you ever seen a game that had 4 plays at the end where they kept throwing flags, keep extending the plays? They actually had 2 non-timed plays at the end of the game to get Oakland that win. You know, first they had the touchdown, then they didn't. Then they, were stopped twice, but the game wasn't over for defensive things. And then Marshawn Lynch, with what he did, now, gets suspended for running on the field and everything. But that might just help galvanize this team. They needed some kind of spark. In winning the game, him doing what he did, running from the sidelines, I think they're ready to go on a roll. In this Buffalo team, I think they're counterfeit. That winning streak they had, that 3-1 mark, that 4-game stretch, they had a turnover advantage of 11-2. I don't care who you are in the NFL. If you have a turnover advantage of 11-2, you're going to win football games. So I think Buffalo looks a little bit better than they actually are. I think they've done it with smoke and mirrors. I think the Raiders are back. I'm going to take the points with the Raiders. I like them. I'm going to go ahead and make Oakland my best bet.
You know, we have a clear situation where a 3-4 team is better than a 4-2 team because of the schedule they played and because of injuries. Marco's best bet. The Oakland Raiders plus the points again. They were a 1.5-point favorite this summer if you played them. Now you're getting them as a dog. $2 Tuesday, hottest handicapper, best play, the best value in all the sports. WagerTalk.com.